Good morning, Year 6. Hope you're well, keeping yourself safe. Well done to all of you who have been sending work in. It looks amazing. It's so great seeing your wow sentences and seeing your spellings that you've been completing. So do keep it up. It does make our day when we see it. So for today, we're going to be looking at spellings again, and then we're going to be going on to hyphens, hyphenated words, adverbs of place, and then again completing a wow paragraph or sentence. So our spellings today are going to be focusing on the ENCE sound at the end of words. So sometimes that ends in ENCE, and sometimes they might end in ANCE. So once we finish, we'll have a look through the words and see if we can identify a pattern. So our first word today is occurrence. The ringing of the school bell was a daily occurrence. Number 2, absence. The teachers really felt the absence of the students when they went into school. Absence. Number 3, confidence. Our school highly regards confidence and consideration. Confidence. Number 4, patience. Patience is a virtue, is a common English proverb. Patience. Number 5, magnificence. I sat and admired the magnificence of the surrounding countryside. Magnificence. Number 6, extravagance. At the annual prom, no extravagance was spared for the children as they celebrated. Extravagance. Number 7, allowance. The auntie gave her niece a weekly allowance of £2. Allowance. Number 8, importance. We are so proud to see that our Year 6 children understand the importance of education, whether at school or at home. Importance. And the last one, significance. Miss Bartley understood the significance of the lovely letter she received. Significance. Okay, so now I'm just going to move the bubble so you can see the correct spelling of those words. It really helps with these words to think about the root word and then see if that can help you when you're adding on the extra letter, because you'll notice that with a lot of these words, where you know the root word, then that will help you because it doesn't change very much when you're adding the ENCE. So say for example, with absent, for example, absence, the root word there being absent, then you know how absence is spelt, so then that could help you with absence. Or for confident, or to confide, there, if we change that into confidence, then we can see that there's not much spelling between the to confide, confident, and confidence. Okay, it's still got the en at the end. Okay, and then we add on ence when we're changing the word. So once you know the root word, that does help you with spelling the other words. And a little did you know that confidence comes from the Latin word fidere, which means to trust. Move on to hyphens and hyphenated words. Hyphens are used to join two words that don't usually go together and to avoid confusion or ambiguity. These are called hyphenated words. So, for example, with the first one, we can see Susan decided to re-sign her employment contract using a darker pen. So in that word, we can see that re-sign means that she's going to sign it again. So therefore, we have to think about where our hyphen would go. And we know for that word, for that sentence, our hyphen should go in re-sign, because if we were to put those two words, if we were to put re and sign together without a hyphen, it would make the word resign. She's going to resign her employment contract, which means that she's going to quit her job. A completely different meaning. So the hyphen's needed there to show that we've changed the meaning slightly, and we're trying to say that she's going to sign it again. Read through the two remaining sentences and just think about where the hyphen needs to go, and think about why it needs to go there. If we didn't use the hyphen, how would that change the meaning of the sentence? Okay, let's go through the answers. So for number 2, Jacob recovered the chair using old fabric and made it look new. We needed the hyphen in recovered because otherwise it would just be the word recovered the chair, which means that he found it again and managed to, he just found it from wherever he'd lost it. So recovered means that he covered the chair again. Number 3, self-esteem is about understanding your worth. Self-esteem needs a hyphen there. It's two words that have been put together. Two words that don't always go together have been put together. Janice stopped at the shop to buy a card as she didn't want to go to the party empty-handed. We need our hyphen there to show that empty-handed has been put together to create a new word. I have done previous lessons on hyphenated words, so if you're still unsure, I would advise that you go back, look through the old Year 6 videos, and you'll see a lesson specifically on hyphenated words. The whole lesson was on hyphenated words, so do just have a look through and find that. Next, we're going to go on to adverbs of place. So adverbs of place tell us where the verb is happening. They answer the question, where? So please take your dirty plates downstairs. In that sentence, where should I take my dirty plates? Downstairs. So my adverb of place is downstairs. I skip backwards very well. Where do you skip? Think about what word in the sentence answers that question. There is a supermarket nearby. Where is the supermarket? Which word in the sentence answers that question? There is a cave inside the cliff. Where is the cave? Which word answers that question? If you're able to do that, then I'd like you to copy the sentences and underline the adverbs of place in your book. Now for our wow paragraph, we're going to be writing a paragraph containing hyphenated words and adverbs of place. Now, some of you might remember seeing this picture back in November when we looked at the poem In Flanders Fields. It was a really, really powerful picture, and it tells so many stories. And I want you to think about what comes to mind when you look at this picture. We're learning about World War I at the moment as part of our history and our English. Think about when you look at this picture, what does it make you think of? Does it make you think of the story of Neville going out to war at such a young age? Does it make you think of the many soldiers who lost their lives? I would say start off thinking of a hyphenated word that you could use in relation to this picture. Then think of an adverb of place. Then put those aside and just write a sentence, whatever comes to mind. Then go back and see where you can insert your adverb of place and your hyphenated word. Oh, and I forgot. Don't forget to include the challenge word, absence. Absence means that something is not there. Think about how maybe the absence of the soldiers might have impacted on their families. Hope that helps. And you can always email, or please do email your work to us at yr6@grange.harrow